Welcome back to the Dark Moon podcast. Today we're going to deep dive into the mysteries of magic, spirituality, and the unseen forces that shape our reality. We're going to explore chaos magic. It's one of the most misunderstood and fascinating branches of modern magic. Is it pure anarchy, a shortcut to power, or something deeper, a way to hack reality itself? Stick with me right now, and by the end of this episode, you might start seeing magic and your own potential in a whole new way. What is chaos magic? Let's start with the basics. Chaos magic is often described as a results-based magic. Unlike traditional magical systems that rely on rigid rituals and long lineage and specific gods or spirits, chaos magic is fluid, experimental, and highly personal. It emerged in the 1970s and 80s with figures like Peter J. Carroll and Ray Sherwin laying down its foundations. But instead of creating another structured magical tradition, they proposed something radical. Magic works because you believe it does, so why not use belief as its tool? That's right, in chaos magic, belief isn't a fixing thing. It's flexible. A chaos magician might invoke a spirit one day, use a scientific method the next, and then experiment with sigils or servitors, all without being bound to any single belief system. Think of it like hacking reality. You test what works and discard what doesn't, and constantly evolve your practice. So the core principles of chaos magic. There's no universal laws in chaos magic, but there are some common principles that guide practitioners. I'm going to try and break them down. So belief is the tool. In most magical traditions, belief is something sacred, unchangeable. In chaos magic, it's Play-Doh. You shape it to suit your needs. A chaos magician may work with Norse gods on Monday, Greek deities on Tuesday, and then create their own spirit on Wednesday. It doesn't mean they literally believe in them all. It means they recognize that belief itself is a force that can shape reality. Ever heard of the placebo effect? The idea that if you believe a sugar pill is a medicine, it can actually improve your health. That's chaos magic in action. It's not about what's real, it's about what works. The use of sigils. One of the most well-known techniques in chaos magic is sigil magic. You take a desire, say, I want more confidence in life, and you turn it into a symbol. By charging it with emotional energy and then forgetting about it, you let your subconscious work on manifesting without your conscious doubts getting in the way. This is a very simple, elegant form of magic, and I've done it lots. Anyone can do it. There's no rules or regulations. You sit down, work with yourself for a desired outcome. So what we're looking at is results over dogma. Unlike many esoteric traditions, chaos magic doesn't care about the rules. It cares about the results. If something works, you use it. If it doesn't, you move on. There's no sacred text, no high priests, no ancient laws you must follow. This makes chaos magic one of the most accessible forms of magic. No initiation, no expensive tools needed. Just your mind, your will, and your ability to experiment. Personal reality manipulation. Chaos magicians don't just work with external forces. They manipulate their own internal reality as well. This means using psychological techniques, altered states of consciousness, and even elements of neuro-linguistic programming to shift their perception and, in turn, influence the world around you. It's part magic, part psychology, part self-programming, and it's all about testing your own limits. So how do you actually practice chaos magic? It's a lot simpler than you think. You have to define your intent. What do you want? This is actually the prime thing when you're doing anything. What do you want? What do you want to achieve? and you need to be really specific. Chaos magic thrives on clarity of purpose. Choose a method. Sigils, visualization, trance states, servitor creation, divination. You're free to experiment and find out what resonates with you personally. Enter gnosis. Gnosis is a state of altered consciousness where your magic becomes most effective. You can achieve this through meditation, dancing, breathwork, or even exhaustion, pushing it out there. Release and forget. Once you've done the work, let it go. You can't obsess over the outcome. Doubt kills magic. Observing the results. Take note of what happens. Did something shift? Did an opportunity arrive? Chaos magic is about experimentation, so tweak and refine your approach as needed. Experiment. Debunking the myths. Before I finish, I want to address a few myths about chaos magic. Is it evil or dangerous? No. Like all magic, it's a tool. It can be used for growth, healing, self-empowerment. The only danger is not questioning your own mind and motivations, and not being specific about what you want, and making sure you know where your doubt is. Do chaos magicians worship chaos? Well, this was an interesting question, and not exactly. They embrace flexibility, not necessarily disorder. You can work with disorder, but it's a lot easier to work with order. And it's more about personal transformation and not random destruction. Though sometimes random destruction happens. It's a matter of being specific and working with yourself. And does it even work? Now, often if you're not specific enough and you doubt a lot, no, it won't. But it depends on you. It's highly personal, and its effectiveness is tied on how well you can harness belief and intention. If you treat it as nonsense, it will act as nonsense. If you treat it as real, you might be really surprised of what happens. This is a matter of telling yourself it works and believing it, and making yourself believe it through personal transformation. It isn't for everyone. It requires flexibility, experimentation, and a willingness to challenge your own beliefs. I like challenging my own beliefs. Why do I believe that? I can believe two different contradictory things at once. That was one of the exercises that I learnt in chaos magic. You have to believe in the contradiction fully and as absolutely as you can. And they contradict each other, and my reasoning mind goes, don't be silly, that can't be both right. You believe it. But if you're somebody who likes breaking the rules, questioning reality, and finding your own path, it might be just the key to unlocking a whole new level of power and awareness. So what do you think? Have you ever experimented with chaos magic? I'd love to hear your thoughts. If you've enjoyed this episode, please be sure to subscribe and share it with fellow seekers. Next time, stay curious and let's keep exploring the magic within.